Welcome back. In this video, we will learn about control structures in Python, including if statements and loops. Let's first look at if statements. If statements allow you to execute code based on a condition. Here I'm creating a variable called age, and we're going to check if the age is greater than or equal to 18, colon, and what does it need to do after that? This indented block of code indicates what is part of that if statement. So if you keep indenting, everything will be inside of this. Anyway, 18, you are an adult. Else if, or elif in Python, allows you to set another condition. In this case, if it is smaller or equal to 12, I want you to say you are a kid. So print, you are a kid. Otherwise, if neither one of these two are true, else, that's it, and then go print you are a teen. And this should work. So let's test it. 19, you're an adult. 5, you're a kid. Cool. And 15, you're a teen. Sweet. So it works. This process, there are many ways of doing this. There are better ways of doing this exact thing. However, here you have all you can do inside of an if statement. You have if, condition, colon, indented block is what gets done. Else if, or elif, is the other format, which allows you to set a second condition if the first one isn't true. Else is the last one. So let's go on to loops now. The first one is a for loop. So a for loop is very important. It allows you to iterate over a sequence of elements or to loop through a set of instructions. So let's see how we do these. So for I in range, and range allows us to generate a sequence of numbers. I'm going to use 5 for now, colon, indented. For every time this happens, what do I want to do? I'm going to just print the value of I. Python, like many other programming languages, starts counting at 0. So your routine gets published first, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is correct. Cool. Our next loop format is a while loop, and while loops continue executing as long as a condition is true. This makes them very powerful because they don't necessarily need a integer value like a for loop does. However, I'm just going to redo this exact code that we did for the for loop so you can see and compare and hopefully understand. So I'm going to set up my variable count is equals to 0. Then while count is less than 5, colon, print count. And then the second instruction it must do is count gets the value of count plus 1, but you can replace this plus 1, the count plus 1. You can actually replace that by just putting a plus in front of the equal sign. So it will just increase that value in front of it. Very good. Let's test it and see how it works. And it does. Excellent. Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about is breaks. Now, break allows us to exit a loop immediately and continue, which is one I'm not going to talk about right now, but it allows you to skip the next iteration. I'll talk about continue a little bit later. It's a little bit more complex how you use it, so we'll look at that a little bit later. But let's look at break. I'm going to do the for I in range 10, just like we did in the previous for loop. So let me just mark this as the break. It makes it very useful to see what we're doing here. For I in range 10, colon, yeah. And now I'm going to put an if statement in here. If I, I do want to print I, but hold on. If I is equals to 5, and you'll see the double equal sign, that means is it equal to. Now, if I were to run it like it is now, that won't work. I want to indent and break there. Now, what's going to happen is if I gets to the value of 5, it is going to break, and that's what we see in the last section there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for control structures. Break is very powerful, while for all of these are super, super powerful, but also niche. Anyway, that's it for control structures. In the next video, we'll dive into functions and how to create reusable code. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials. Bye-bye.